Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I just recently posted my first video and I really would appreciate if you go check it out. I'm gonna start showing off my makeup collection and I have a lot of makeup. So at risk of making a video that's probably gonna be over an hour long, I'm gonna save you from that because I really want people to watch and I really want to get to know some people on YouTube and show off my love of makeup, but I don't want to bore you with an hour-long video. So, if you're like me, I love to watch other people's makeup collections. I love seeing what products people reach for every single day, maybe what people haven't really reached for in a long time but like to keep in their collection. So, today I'm going to be showing y'all my highlighter collection. I have a pretty decent amount of highlighters. You'll get to see what's in my collection and what the tone of them is, and I'll give you a little bit of a rundown of what I think about those highlighters. I will be ranking them in a different video, but as I said before, this is a video about my collection. So just showing you what products I have and have kept around in my collection up until now. So if you're interested, keep on watching. Alrighty everyone, so I am sitting on the floor of my beauty room right now and I just put my highlighter drawer on the floor because it's a lot for my vanity right now, so I'm just gonna see what I can do on the floor. Also, check this out. Oh wow, hi beauty room. It's a weird angle to be at in the beauty room, but we will go with the flow. Alright everyone, so I don't really have a tripod for my phone that I can actually see what I'm filming, so I'm going to hold the camera. I hope that I have a steady enough hand that it won't be absolutely obnoxious, so please let me know in the comments if this is okay for you because it's all I kind of have right now. So we're just gonna go with it. It's, you know, the content is the content, so if you came here for a makeup collection, hopefully you'll be okay with this setup. Alright, so first, I grabbed one of my favorite highlighters of all time. I was very late to the game with this one. Also, you might see my dog come around the corner. Hi, you want to play with it? You want to play with my highlighter? You can't really do that. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, sir. But that's not for puppies. Alright, I'm back. So, this is the Cookie Highlighter by Benefit Cosmetics. I love this highlighter. It has such a lovely pink tone to it. It's very unique in my highlighter collection. With this little brush, which I absolutely never use. I actually don't know if anybody actually uses the brush. But, oh my gosh, you can see I've dug into it with my brush. So yeah, it was originally all just smooth. This highlighter I can absolutely see hitting pan on. Maybe not really fast because there is a lot of product in here, but one day it's gonna happen. I just know it. Right now, this is zero flash. This is just sunlight streaming in the beauty room. And oop, there you go. You can kind of see that right there. So it has this champagne-y pink tone to it that is just so gorgeous. Let me see if I can get it to focus. There we go. Now you can see it. Yep, it's just, I love this. This is such a blinding highlight too. If you're really looking to pack a punch with a highlight, this one is a great one. Definitely not subtle. I'm gonna go in with a very luxurious highlighter next. This is the Natasha Denona Super Glow. Oh, wow, pretty. It is super reflective packaging, which actually, it's really telling of what's on the inside of this highlighter because it is just so gorgeous. I'm gonna try to open these things with my one hand, but it could end really badly. So here she is, and you can see I have dug into her a little bit. It's used, but it's definitely newer in my collection. I actually just got this highlighter at the very beginning of the Sephora VIB sale, and oh my gosh, she has not disappointed me. I've worn this highlight almost every day since. Almost every day. But oh my gosh, it's very similar, ironically, to the ColourPop Super Shock Cheek highlighter, which I'll get to in a second, but it's definitely more on the natural side. The ColourPop one is definitely more impactful, even though this one can be built up to be a blinding highlight. I love this. It looks very natural on the skin. It blends in so well, doesn't enhance any texture, and I do have texture on my cheeks, so that is a big thing for me. So I love this. Definitely so happy with this purchase. This next highlighter I got at TJ Maxx, and it is a Laura Mercier highlighter. It's a really beautiful highlight in the packaging. It's not necessarily one of my all-time favorite formulas for highlighters. I like something a little bit more creamy. This is definitely a drier highlight, but it's still beautiful on the skin. And this tone and this shade is actually really gorgeous. It's almost too dark for me though. I did get it at TJ Maxx, so I wasn't really able to, you know, go in and pick whatever shade I wanted. This is not what I would have picked ideally, but since it was on such a discount, I needed to try the formula. And it does work for me, but I do have to sheer it out a lot in order to wear it. Because as you can see, I'm very fair. And this is darker than my skin tone. So it's gorgeous, and I would absolutely love to try it in my shade, and maybe I would feel a little bit differently about it, because look at this packaging. Look at that imprint. It's so gorgeous. And you can tell I used it quite a bit. I still reach into it, even though it's not my shade. But, ugh, gorgeous. Thick packaging, though. It's really hard to store. I have 3 of these. The Fenty Killawatt highlighters. I have Mean Money and Hustla Baby Duo. I have Trophy Wife. And I have Minted Mojito and Sandcastle. And I will insert the videos of these because it would just be a lot to open right now. But, I mean, these are so gorgeous. Absolutely stunning on the skin. I love the formula. They're not too dry, but they are on the drier side, so watch out for that if you don't really love the drier formula. Well, I wouldn't say they're dry. They're kind of midway. Yeah, they're not too dry. But they look gorgeous on the skin. These colors, this one in particular, I use as eyeshadow, at least Sandcastle, because it's too dark for me. Minted Mojito is beautiful as a highlight and as an eyeshadow, and I love that these are eye safe. I will have to check on that, but I do believe that they are, in fact, eye safe. I hope so, because I've been using them on my eyes a lot. Trophy Wife is basically just a giant eyeshadow for me. I got this in a BoxyCharm. Obviously, that gold shade is not really going to look great as a highlight for my skin tone, which, I mean, I guess it could, but I just don't prefer that look. I like something a little bit more natural for my skin tone. It looks gorgeous on deeper skin tones, but I cannot pull it off as a highlighter. But it's basically a very large pan of super glittery gold eyeshadow, which I am not mad about in any way. I use it a lot. And also, pardon, my nails need some work. Please don't judge my nails right now. I need to get my nails done, or I need to paint them and do some serious work on them. So I do apologize that they're not that cute right now. But I'll get on that very soon, I promise. But yeah, this is a gorgeous, gorgeous topper for the eyeshadow, or, I mean, it's pigmented enough that I use it as an eyeshadow for itself. So I love these. And obviously I like the formula because I've kept 3 of them. So keeping with the Fenty, I might as well show you this while I have it at the top because it's kind of small. But this is the Fenty Beauty How Many Carats Diamond Balm, but it's the mini one. I got this in a set with a gloss balm. I use this as an eyeshadow topper way more than I use it for a highlight, but it looks gorgeous as a highlight. It's just straight glitter though. So if I'm not looking for a straight up glitter highlight, this is not the one that I reach for, unless I put it on my eyes, because it is stunning on the eyes. I mean, just like Trophy Wife, it just looks like your eyes are just covered in just wet glitter, and I love that look. And it's very fine, so I've never had an issue with glitter getting in my eyes at all, or irritating my eyes at all, so 10 out of 10 recommend. Now, let's switch it up, and I'll show you a little bit of the highlighters that I wasn't too big of a fan of, but I still have in my collection just because, A, I got it in a subscription box, or I just haven't found someone to take it off my hands and I really don't want to throw makeup away. I could donate some, but I've used a lot of it for review, so I really don't want to, I don't feel comfortable donating it, you know, if I've used it. I know there's a way to disinfect, but given the circumstances right now, I really don't want, you know, any question of safety. So, this is the Ciate London Confetti Highlight. I got this. Hi again. Hi, sweetheart. Are you going to be in my video? Hi. Are you going to lick it? That's probably not good for puppies. Don't do it. Don't do it, sir. All right, come on. As you can see in the video of the swatch, it is so dark. Here's a video of it up close. It's gorgeous, but not good for my skin tone. Way too dark. I mean, even the lighter, the little bits in here are too dark for my skin, which is not a bad thing. It was in a BoxyCharm, and it would look gorgeous on deeper skin tones. But it's also kind of a drier formula, which is not my favorite. So I haven't really used it as an eyeshadow either. Hey. But, I mean, I guess you could. But I haven't found that it works well for that, so I'm not a huge fan of this. I have tried other Ciate London products before, and I've loved it, but this is just not one of my favorites. But it's really pretty, so I kind of keep it in my collection for that. Keeping with the BoxyCharm theme, I got this Artist Couture highlight in Summer Haze. It's a Diamond Glow powder. This is really pretty. I'm just not a fan of loose highlighters as much, so it doesn't really get as much use in my collection. Although, for the summertime, I put this on the body more than I use it on the face. It gives such a nice bronzy look. Just as you can see, the shade is dark for me, but it does bronze up the skin really nice for the warmer months coming up, so I definitely love it for that. Also, if you hear squeaking in the background, I apologize. My dog has found a toy. What? What do you want? Alright, this is the ColourPop Super Shock Cheek Highlighter in Flexitarian, and this is gorgeous. I mean, for the money, best highlighter out there, honestly. And I think he agrees. Yeah, I think so. But I use this mostly for the inner corner highlight every day. I use this, I put it on my pinky, and I put it right into the inner corner of my eyes, and it just makes me look so much more awake. It makes me look so much more awake. It just gives a nice brightness to the eyes, and I have had this for a while now, and I've used it every day, and I have not even come close to hitting pan. I mean, there's just so much product in here. It's amazing. And I think it's like $6. It's either $6 or $8, but it is worth every penny. All right, y'all will notice the sunlight is changing a little bit because the sun's gonna start going down a little bit, but hopefully it'll be okay. And you see the shadow, obviously, from the trees. All right, I'm gonna do a couple at the same time just because I don't really know how I feel about them. I've only used them a couple times. So this next one I got for free from Ulta. Let me possibly turn on the flash for this because we are losing some light. All right, I apologize if that's too bright. But here is the Revolution, Makeup Revolution. It's a Vivid Shimmer Brick in Radiant. I think this is supposed to be a dupe for Bobbi Brown Shimmer Bricks, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but I believe it is. And I can only really use these top two shades, and they're okay. It's just very dry. It is very reflective, but it's very dry. And just okay. I mean, I would use it, but not my favorite. That's all I gotta say about it, you know? But for free, I will take it. All right, now this one, the CoverGirl True Blend Super Stunner. This is a beautiful drugstore highlight. It is super reflective, and it doesn't really enhance any texture. It's just a little dark for me, and this was the lightest one they had, but I really enjoy it. The Hyper Glow, yep, I love that. And let's see if there's a shade name in it. Pearl Crush. Very fitting. It's very bright. It looks beautiful on the skin. I like it. It's not my favorite formula ever, but for the drugstore, it actually works really well. Now, for the drugstore, this one I have mentioned before is one of my favorite highlights ever. I love this formula. It is on the drier side, but something about it, it is just super reflective. It has a golden tone to it, which I really love. Very unique for what I usually wear. It still looks really good on my really fair skin, which is really hard for me with a gold highlight, and I really appreciate that because a lot of looks call for a gold highlight, you know? This is gorgeous, and I love the scale imprint on it. It's super cheap. I mean, for a highlighter, it's super cheap, and it rivals some of my high-end highlighters. It definitely is #1 from the drugstore. So if you find it, it's Daybreak Glimmer 201 Revlon Skin Lights Prismatic Highlighter. Definitely recommend. All right, now I have 2 Ofra highlighters. This is an amazing formula. I recommend wholeheartedly. They're super soft, super creamy, blinding highlights. They last all day. I mean, I have nothing else to say about it other than just 10 out of 10, really. And this one is March Beauty Word. Love her channel, Samantha March. Go check her out. She's one of the reasons that I started my channel, definitely. And I follow her on Instagram. I supported her with her Ofra Cosmetics collab. And I do not have her most recent collaboration. I wish I could because I really wanted all those products, but it hit, sadly, at a bad time. Which, you know, the world, it just is what it is. But go check her out at March Beauty Word. It is a stunning, stunning highlighter. It has Pillow Talk and Star Island in it. The pinky tone, mixing them together, oh my gosh, it's beautiful. But even just on their own, they're awesome. And then I also have Glazed Donut. Definitely recommend Ofra highlighters. A lot of the time, Ulta will have a sale on those. Maybe not those shades in particular, but they do go on sale at Ulta a lot. Definitely, I think in their 21 Days of Beauty, they've had it a couple times. And also just their beauty deals. Just keep a lookout for them because I highly recommend. Now, this one, Laura Geller. It's beautiful. It's very dry though. It's very dry. Not my favorite. I got it in a BoxyCharm. It's in Gilded Honey. These have been raved about, but I really don't get the hype. I mean, maybe I've just been using it wrong. But also it doesn't help. The shade doesn't work for me. It's too dark for my skin tone. So maybe if I had a shade that was right for me, I would like it better. But right now it's just okay. All right, this. I had been lusting after this for so long. Oh my gosh, it looks gross in the thing. But I had been lusting after this ever since I got on Instagram. I mean, this is an Instagram product right here. It's a jelly highlighter, and it's a Jelly Beam Farsali highlighter in Rose Goals. And you can see it kind of moving around in there, you know, gushy, gushy, gushy. It used to be really gorgeous on the face. I might have to declutter it soon. I think it's just going bad. I got it in the BoxyCharm skincare box last year when it came out, when the skincare box came out. I got a lot of great stuff in there, and this was one of them. I was super excited to get it. It's beautiful on the skin, but I just don't really have a lot of natural days where a cream or jelly highlighter would be something I would reach for. But the packaging is absolutely beautiful. I mean, look at that. It's so luxe, and it's heavy. I mean, this is a heavy product. But the color, again, is a little too dark for me. It was doable, but I would have to sheer it out a lot, and I don't really want to sheer it out. I want a blinding highlight. So, I like it. I like it. Not my favorite, though. It's okay. Want to say hi to everyone? Yeah, talk to them. Say hello. And I promise you, I'm not trying to exploit my dog. He just really, he really won't let me film. He just thinks my toes are so tasty. And he's trying to get my attention. He's an attention hound. It's okay.
But we love him anyway. Yes, we do. We love him anyway.
This is Baxter. He is still a baby. He's about, I think, 14 and a half weeks now, so he's a Shih Tzu puppy. So we just got him recently, and he is an angel. Except for when he tries to bite my toes. Except for when he tries to bite my toes. I turned a little bit to the side because the background was just getting really distracting. Hopefully my shadow will help with that, because this is the daytime, sun is setting, you know, it happens. It is what it is. It is what it is, you know? All right, so the Urban Decay Space Powder. It's gorgeous. If you open it, I mean, and look at it, it's super glittery and just wow. I was mesmerized by this. I got this at TJ Maxx for $5. And I like it, but it's just, it's really hard to deposit the glitter on you, and it's just really, there's nothing there. I mean, it's just a little bit of a shine. It's not really anything that I would repurchase again. I might even declutter it soon, but it's beautiful packaging, and it comes with a little brush on the bottom of it. There you go. Comes with a little brush. It's beautiful. I love that, but it's okay. The Pretty Vulgar. This is in Shimmering Swan. Yes, I got that right. I have seen this at TJ Maxx, and I'm not really surprised because it is definitely a drier formula. I've used it a lot, as you can see, all of that. I mean, it used to be really smooth. You can see how much I've used it. I got this in a BoxyCharm, and I actually really liked it. It's not my favorite formula ever, but I did get some really good use out of it, and it's a beautiful shade for me. Very reflective. It's just not as creamy as I would like. It's not as long wearing as I'd like. But packaging is beautiful, but it's cheap, you know. I don't know. It's just okay. But I did get some good use out of it, so for that I am thankful. It was definitely good to get in BoxyCharm. I was okay with it. But now I'm seeing it at TJ Maxx, so it's like, really, was it worth all the money that you said it was worth retail-wise? I feel that a lot. But it was really good to bulk up my collection in the beginning, so I appreciate it. Okay. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighting powder in Caught in Your Web, and you can see there's a skull embossment in there, which is really fun. Came out around Halloween time, I believe. I actually got this in Influencer in a Vox box, and I enjoy it. It's okay. It's not the best highlighter ever. It's not the worst highlighter ever. It's a drugstore option that's really, you know, it's affordable and it's decent. It's okay. Well, decent, yeah. Decent, not really the best word. It's okay. There's not too much color to this highlight. It just kind of adds an iridescent purple hue to the skin, which I do enjoy around Halloween time because it came in handy for some Halloween looks. But as far as natural everyday makeup goes, I'm not going to be reaching for this. And the packaging's, you know, really cheap. So it's okay. Got this in Influencer. Thank you for that. I am very, you know, grateful that I was able to review it, but it is just okay. Now, this one is a rare find in my collection. I do not usually use cream highlighters. I'm not a cream product kind of gal. When the warmer months come around, maybe I will be, but I saw this at TJ Maxx, and it was very cheap. It was like $8 or something. I mean, it was Marc Jacobs, and it was $8, and it was beautiful in the package, so I was okay with it. It looks beautiful on the vanity, and it looks beautiful on the skin. I use this more for body than face, though, as I said, because I'm just not a cream highlight person. But also, I sometimes will use this if I really want my highlight to be like, wow, that day. I will put this on underneath. I will put it on with my finger, though, so it doesn't mess up my foundation and powder and everything. Or I might even put it on underneath foundation, just to kind of give an oomph. But if you put this on right before you put a powder highlight on, it makes it even more blinding. And I love Marc Jacobs beauty products, so I was really happy to find this at TJ Maxx. And this is just the Spotlight Glow Stick. Yep, great find. Loved having it in my collection, but it's not the most used in my collection either. Alright. Huda Beauty. I have some of her products. I mean, this packaging, I don't know how they did it, but I love that. I love that you can see the highlight on the eyes and on the cheek just when you move it, and even a little bit on her lips too. I love the packaging of this, and I actually really did enjoy these, but they hit hard pan real fast. Yeah, the cream product was not my favorite. The Santorini shade I really loved. That one looked great on me. The other two shades, the Ibiza looked good as a blush topper, but I don't use blush toppers that much. I really don't. I'm more of a matte blush kind of gal. And if I do wear a blush that has something in it, it's going to be very subtle. And Azores, I apologize if I'm pronouncing that wrong. I probably am. But it's really pretty and golden, but it, again, is just a little darker for my skin tone. So I only got use out of really one shade, and you can kind of see the use in Santorini. But I do like how, you know, sculpt, flush, set, prep. I like that she gave the steps in here. I got this in Ipsy. I had the Glam Bag Plus for a while, and this was a great product to get in an Ipsy. I was very happy to receive this. Now, it's not one of my favorite highlighting formulas, but back then, before I got really into makeup, this I wore almost every day. And it looked great. It just, now it kind of hit hard pan, so it's not as creamy as it used to be. Still pretty, still okay, just not as great as it used to be. All right. As far as a highlighting palette that I used so much, this one, if you go back on my Instagram and look to any video I made in the early days of my Instagram channel, my Instagram account, oh my god, I got this from TJ Maxx. I searched for this because every time I went to TJ Maxx, I saw this, but it was crushed. I mean, every shade in it was crushed. And I was so sad because I wanted this so bad, and I did not want to pay full price for it because I knew I would not use the certain shades every single day. I searched and searched, and I finally found one that was intact. So I found this when I was at TJ Maxx with my boyfriend, and I swear he could see the excitement in my face because I found one that was finally intact. I had searched, and I dragged him with me. I feel so bad. But I dragged him with me to find this particular product. This is what I was looking for. And I can use every shade in here. Lyra is kind of questionable, but every other shade in here actually works really beautifully on my skin. They're very sheer as far as the pigmentation in there, so that purple doesn't necessarily look like just straight purple on your face. Neither does the blue. The green is actually a really interesting shade. But I can do some really cool looks with this, and I did. I mean, you can go back and look. I used this for pretty much every video I did. It goes with every eye look. They worked so well. They're not the most blinding highlighters in my collection anymore, but at the time, they were the best. And I still really have a soft spot in my heart for this palette, and I'm probably never going to get rid of it. I know makeup expires, but my favorite Disney princess is Aurora, so when I saw this, I just... my heart just melted. And Anastasia is one of my favorite brands, so this was just a perfect product for me. So I'm so happy that I even got it at TJ Maxx as well. So I saved some money on it, which makes me happy. So this is never leaving my collection. Sorry, but I love this product, not for every single shade, because I don't use every single shade. I'm just going to be straight up with you. When you get highlighter palettes, especially in a mystery box, which I did get this in a mystery box. I got this in the Valentine's Day one this past year. I apologize if you hear the crinkle. He's playing with his toy again, but I don't have the heart to take that away from him because he's really happy right now. So this is the Jeffree Star Cosmetics 24 Karat Skin Frost Pro Palette. I was so shocked we got this in a mystery box. Shocked and not shocked at the same time because I hadn't heard about this product in a long time, so I kind of figured at some point this would be a great mystery box item, but I'm really glad I got it. These highlighters in here are so beautiful. I mean, they are just so pretty. Sarcophagus obviously is my favorite shade because it's the one that works for my skin tone as a highlight. King Tut, I can kind of get away with if I mix it with Sarcophagus. The other ones clearly are not a highlighting shade on me. Clearly. Because they're just too pigmented. Which is weird to say about a highlighter. But yeah, they're just too pigmented. They're too out there for me as a highlighting shade. They would look absolutely stunning on deeper skin tones. I have seen this palette used on deeper skin tones and it looks beautiful. But Sarcophagus is my shade. But I love this. I especially love getting this in a mystery box because I use Liberace, Legendary, and Giza on my eyes. Even King Tut. King Tut on the eyes is beautiful. But this Liberace shade is a great eyeshadow. I love it as an eyeshadow, especially underneath a glitter. But the Skin Frost formula I really love. And it has made me really want to buy Ice Cold in in sarcophagus. It's made me really want to buy Ice Cold just on its own because I love this formula. I hope it's the same. They're not glittery at all. They're just shine, and I like that. But I really enjoy this product, and I love getting it in a mystery box. So definitely happy with this in my collection. And it's the only highlighter from Jeffree Star Cosmetics that I actually have. So I really do enjoy having it as a reference. And I know he has a bunch of different formulas. So I don't know. I might want to try other formulas from him as well. All right. So here she is. The beauty on YouTube. I mean, this was all the rage in YouTube, but this was before my time. I found this at TJ Maxx for like $4.99 or something, and this is in Opal. Yeah, this is in Opal. It's a gorgeous shade. The shade is absolutely stunning. I mean, super reflective. The slightest hint of glitter in there. Slightest hint of glitter, but it's mostly just non-glitter. I mean, it's a beautiful highlight. I can see why everyone was raving about this highlighter. I love it, but I'm also glad that I only paid $5 for it because this is probably one of the only shades that I need in my collection just because I have so many highlighters. But I love this highlighter. It's not my everyday highlighter, but I'm glad I got it at TJ Maxx because I don't feel bad about spending that money, so. All right, I'm gonna switch hands because my other one's getting a little shaky just because I've been holding my phone up this entire time. All right, this is by Catrice, and these are cream highlighters. Definitely not my favorite, but I was just given this by my friend to review because she did not want it. I think she got it maybe in a mystery box or in a subscription box, and just it wasn't for her, so she passed it along to me because she knows I'm obsessed with makeup. So I am glad that I got to try it out because I had never tried anything from Catrice before, but this is just not my favorite. It's okay. Okay. It has a bunch of shades, which makes it, you know, a lot of different skin tones can use this, which is great, but I mean, it's definitely more of a base. If you put this on as a base and then put your highlighter on top of it, I think it could work for you, but on its own, I do not think that it's blinding. This blue shade right here is very unique to my collection, which I am glad I have that because this paired with the Anastasia Aurora blue shade would be really cool for a Halloween shade. I have two more from TJ Maxx. So, and they're both by Revolution. So, this is the Revolution Vivid Baked Highlighter, and as you can tell, it's been used, definitely. I mean, you can see how dirty it is, and by the lettering coming off. I actually did use this a lot. I traveled with it a lot because it's a very subtle highlight, which is great for those natural days. As you can see, I still have the tag on it. I don't know why, but I got it for $2.99 at TJ Maxx. Definitely enjoyed it. It's not my favorite highlighter formula by any means, but it was great for $3. I mean, just when I was starting out in makeup, it was beautiful and natural, and I loved it. All right, this one is the Revolution Skin Kiss highlighter, and this one is also a very natural highlight. I actually like this one better than the other one. I got this one a little after at TJ Maxx again, $3. I would go for this one over the other one. This is Champagne Kiss, and it is beautiful. Subtle highlight, not too beaming, but doesn't really enhance any texture at all, and I love it. Big pan, a lot of product. I like it. Definitely recommend for $3 if you find it at TJ Maxx. I get a lot of stuff from TJ Maxx, so sorry if you don't want to hear about that. So this ColourPop highlighter is one of my favorite packaging for makeup ever. As I said before, my favorite Disney princess was Sleeping Beauty, which is what everyone else calls her, but her name was Aurora, okay? I know the movie was called Sleeping Beauty, but her name is Aurora. I'm sorry, I get a little salty about that, but I love Sleeping Beauty, the movie, and Maleficent, such a great villain. And when Disney came out with Maleficent, what an awesome movie, right? I mean, I don't know if any of y'all saw it. You probably did because Miss Angelina Jolie slayed. Her and those cheekbones, man. I don't know. But this is in Mistress of All Evil. And wow, what a stunning highlight. You can see some glitter in there. It's kind of got some pinkish and some blue glitters in there, if you can see that reflection. But on the skin, it's a very champagne kind of toned highlighter. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I love it. Never getting rid of it. Maleficent is a baddie, and I love her. ColourPop, I love you. The affordable makeup. Oh my gosh. So affordable, so beautiful. I love it. But, alright, we are almost done. So ColourPop recently did a thing on TikTok where they said, calling all ColourPop lovers, show us your collection and, you know, you'll be entered into a giveaway. Well, one of the tags was your oldest ColourPop product. Let me show you right here. She's an oldie, but a goodie. Oh my god, look at my nails. They're so horrible right now. Oh, no. But I have hit major pan on this. This powder is so gorgeous. And it says powder, but this is a highlighter. I don't know what they were talking about. It is not a powder. It is highlighter. Look how luminous this is. I mean, I've seen luminous powders, but this is a highlighter. I'm sorry. But it's gorgeous. I loved it. I got so much use out of it. It's a nice natural highlight, but it's kind of a bump up. It's a bump up from natural. Definitely, you can see it. It's gorgeous. I loved the formula. Now that it's so old, I mean, I got this in college, okay? But this is a beautiful highlight. I'm going to keep this for as long as possible. I love the packaging. I love the compact. I love that it's hard and travel friendly. And I miss that. I wish I had more ColourPop in this kind of packaging. This one is the Soul Body highlight. It is in platinum. Shimmering body powder is what they call it. This is scented, so be careful. I mean, it says it's scented online, but this is heavily fragrant. So if you do not like fragrance, you will not like this. But it's beautiful. It really is. It's a beautiful highlight. The shade works really well for me, but it's just a lot of glitter. It's not as much of what I thought it would be. It's just like pearl pigments for your body. It's very glittery. And if you want that, that's fine. I mean, I like it. I love glitter. So I want to be covered in glitter at all times. So this is okay with me. But it's not my favorite ColourPop formula for highlighter. I like the Super Shock Cheek better. But I love this compact. Obviously, it's very similar to another one that's coming up. But I love the size of the compact. I love that you can use the sponge for body, or you can use a brush, or you can use your fingers. It's very versatile, beautiful on the skin. I'm definitely glad I have it, but it's not my favorite formula ever. But, dun 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 dun, my favorite packaging. This is my favorite highlight. Not my highlight formula. It's not my favorite formula. It's my favorite packaging. If there was an award for packaging in my collection, this would win every day. I absolutely love this glitter packaging. I have the eyeshadow palette as well. I love Marc Jacobs. They are one of my favorite brands for beauty. Everything is just so luxurious and sleek, and oh my gosh, just look how she glitters. I love this packaging. This is an Omega Glaze highlighter in Showstopper, and she is pink. She's a pinky one. She's gorgeous and glittery, but she's definitely got a pink shift to her. I love it. I mean, it's gorgeous. It's very transformative to any highlight I wear, but it's a little on the drier side, so I don't wear it too much. All right, she's a beautiful highlighter. Love her, but not my favorite formula in the entire world. I love the packaging. I love the color. Just a little bit dry, kind of hard to pick up on a brush. I really wish that this was my favorite formula because she was expensive. But I love the packaging. That really sold me. And having this and then the matching eyeshadow palette, just gorgeous. I mean, I'm so glad I have it, but she doesn't get as much use as she should. But the formula is just not my favorite, and it pains me to say that. Maybe I've heard good things about the other one. This one got kind of mixed reviews, and I understand why. So maybe I really want to try the other Omega Glaze highlighters and see if they're better. I've heard they're very metallic and very blinding. This one is just okay. And for the money, that shouldn't be the case. But this packaging is so gorgeous, I'm never getting rid of it. Sorry. Hi everyone! So I'm still sitting on my floor, but thank you for watching this video. I hope you really enjoyed watching my highlighter collection, and I will be ranking my highlighters in a video coming up very shortly, so be on the lookout for that. But I am going to finish my collection series before I get into ranking, because I just want to show you what I have before I start telling you what I prefer, which you did kind of get a little bit of a sense of what I love and my favorite products in this, but I will give a formal ranking very soon. So please like, please subscribe, please share with your friends if you like what I do, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.